Top of the morning, family members. It's your cousin P. Part 2 to being assertive. I hope everybody understood what I meant in my first part on what assertive entails and what it could do for you if you apply it to self, being assertive. Yesterday on part 1, I left out several people that I definitely have to acknowledge, and that was Master P. He was one of the other ones who sat with me and gave me wisdom, knowledge, and understanding as a young dude in the industry when I was fortunate enough to be signed and come out with an album and have been asserting myself in every situation ever since. So big up to Master P. Also, again, big up to Snoop Dogg. Big up that sat down with me and gave me game as well that I use to this day. DJ Duro for the platform. And those who don't know who DJ Duro is, the one who made Keep Your Head Up, all the Sibo music, the Loonies, Richie Rich, anything that got to do with the town, DJ Duro had his hands involved in. Steady Mobbing, Collision, and the list goes on. Mystical, C Murder, everybody, I thank him for the platform as a young dude and seeing the examples being laid before me. When you're passionate about something, you invest in that and believe in yourself and being assertive. So, again, thank you for those. Also, my beloved brother, Buddy the Bean, my brother Nasir, my cousin Hassan, and the list goes on. Part 2 of assertive. I spoke mainly about myself and how I noticed that I assert myself in all situations in order to get something out of what I believed I can accomplish. And assertive is a powerful spirit that if you apply it, you will get better results even in relationships. Being assertive, being adamant about making something work. But sometimes you can't be something to somebody else that they're not to you. And in being assertive, it also says that balance is the key to success. So know when to assert yourself in situations and know when to fall back for the right time. The willpower you have to have is a determination that whatever you want or whatever you want to be, you can be that. In relationships, things may be going wrong or things may be going right. And it's because men in particular deal with logic. A lot of men don't deal with emotion. So when you're being assertive in relationships, the women cook, some clean, some demonstrate a passion of love that's unbelievable. But in being assertive, I don't want the women to get lost in believing that you're not doing what you're supposed to do are you not applying as much energy as you should? Sometimes men are raised by moms and mothers and grandmothers and never understand what a real woman looks like or could value and appreciate a real woman, although you're trying to be assertive. They don't see, they see it more as, put it like this, a lot of unfortunate brothers never stop looking for mama. So when you get in these relationships, they look at you as mama and want you to do all mama shit. Pay the bills, cook the food, get them sex, do this, do that, while they sit and do shit. And then you question yourself on, damn, am I being assertive? Am I doing what I'm supposed to do? Yeah, you're doing absolutely what you're supposed to do. If you're the provider, protector, the maintaining of the family, you the one with the house, the one with the car, the one with the job, the one with the bank account, and he hustling. Baby, you being assertive. You playing your role. Sometimes you got to sit down and ask the man, what is your role as a man? And see what he say. Because in relationships, if you don't match that willpower, that assertiveness to assertiveness and other willpower, then it ain't gonna work, dear family. You could differentiate, men differentiate women. We put them in boxes to see where they measure up to in logic for us. I'm gonna explain what I'm saying. Men watch character. Men watch work ethic. Men watch how you handle yourself morally. We watch all that to see whether or not you something we could say, this is the one. We're being assertive and examining all principles that govern the word loyalty. We watching that. Can she cook? How does she handle adversity? Is she always whining? Is she always crying? Is she always bitching? Is she always complaining? We watch that. A woman that's assertive is a woman that has her own life and believe in herself, and she subjects herself to a man in terms of, you who I want to be with, I'm not going to be all crazy and wild at this time. I'm slow to anger and dealing with the process of you growing up to be a man. The woman has that ability to do that. Have patience. And I thank the beautiful black woman for having patience with the beautiful black brother. Because we crazy as hell. And so we are so objective in everything we do, and we always want more. So sisters, I appreciate you having the patience that you have. God blessed you with. So men determine what's a great woman and actually looking at how she assert herself in not some situations, but all situations. And so remember, dear family, to the sisters, always have balance on everything you do before you give a man all of your heart. Balance, assertive also represents balance. You can't give him It says too much of anything is no good. So you can't give it all. You give some until you assured that he's in your best interest. Because under the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, we're taught that the woman is the mother of civilization. Heaven lies at the footstep of a woman. Think on that. Heaven. And the word heaven only means peace. Lies at the footstep of a woman. So when a man run the street, he come home to that woman, which is his heaven. And she brings peace. But hell, if the man ain't providing for the woman, that the woman may establish peace in the home or peace when he come home, then the man ain't being a man. He ain't being assertive. You got to fall back on half-ass. But there are women out here that have took on the role of not wanting to be what they intended to be. You got women that want to be savages. You got women that want to show their bodies and show off. And men, in reality, don't respect that. We like it, but we don't respect it. It's a major difference. So, sister, love yourself more. Love yourself more and being assertive on all principles of life that you may be valued. Because a lot of times men don't value the woman. They actually devalue the woman. Not that they don't enjoy the woman or care about the woman, but a certain levels of value that entails how a person gonna treat you. I'm gonna say that again. There's certain value, certain levels of value that determines how a man is gonna treat you. The more you honor and respect yourself is the more the man honor and respects you in these times. Because you have to understand that we are out of our nature and being other than men, raggedy as hell, lazy as hell, unresponsive to your needs, and always wanting more. So it's up to the black woman to value herself more, be assertive in that area that man may love you. And know when enough is enough of taking bullshit. Because the more bullshit that you accept, the more bullshit that the man plays. Be assertive, sister. Be assertive. And it ain't always looking for a relationship. Look for friendship. Know the difference between a friendship and a relationship. Because you and the man have a good time together, enjoy one another, fly out together, go to clubs together, whatever you may do in enjoyment. In a relationship, in a friendship setting, that's exactly what it is. Quit assuming that men are in relationships with you and they ain't told you they're in a relationship with you. Don't do that. 99% of the women go wrong and do themselves an injustice when they feel like because the man is treating them a particular way, they call it confusion. No. It's enjoyment. We enjoy women by our nature. We want to entertain women by nature. Relationships and friendships come with two different responsibilities that man ain't ready to commit to. And you find yourself being mesmerized or filled with joy that you feel like, oh, this is a relationship, but the man ain't told you it's a relationship. Women do that stuff a lot, man. And I've been a victim of women thinking we in a relationship in my times, and actually I'm just your friend with a good spirit. I ain't never tried to dictate a woman's moves, telling a woman what she can and can't do, because I know that shit come with a responsibility as we are in a relationship. She can move as she please and go as she please. I'm not into that. I'm sufficient. And I don't mean that in an arrogant way. I just mean it in a way where I've been there and done that. But, dear family, assert yourself in great conversations that you may get great results and you may get a greater understanding. Assert yourself in your work ethic that you may be successful. Assert yourselves in your children's lives that you may have better relationships. Dissatisfaction brings about a change. And in all relationships, when you see dissatisfaction come, I say there's two things. Either there's too much of something or not enough of something. You know what it is. Assert yourself in a line of conversation that will point out imperfections or point out the mistreatment that you may rebound from a destructive direction that you're going in. Be assertive. Quit always getting mad about situations and shutting down, because that bullshit don't accomplish or solve anything. Assert yourself into giving yourself an opportunity to say, I did all I could do, and enough is enough. Quit looking for somebody to be the example that you could be. You set yourself on the course of trying to reconcile differences or try to build things in life, and quit looking for somebody else to do it. That's our problem. We always looking for others to do what we could do for ourselves. You feel me, dear family? We being assertive this morning once again. I had disagreements with my children all the time because I'm a principle-driven individual. In terms of me looking at a situation and knowing where it's going, I choose not to deal with it, or I don't involve myself in it, because life experiences has taught me where it's going. Or when my children begin to act like they grown, I treat them like they grown. That life may give them the reality check. The mentality of a man and the mentality of a woman is totally different. And so some women don't understand the motive behind what men do. And it's okay, because some things we don't understand about you. Nevertheless, the main objective is growth. And you cannot grow unless you insert yourself and try yourself to see whether or not you're strong enough. Are you intelligent enough? Is your wheelhouse, your willpower there to push you along to bring that which is in out and what you want out of life? You have to challenge yourself to see where you are in life. See how strong you really are. You have to assert yourself, dear family. In conclusion, I've had disagreements with family members. And I said I'm always being to somebody what they ain't to me. And so when you see somebody always taking but never giving, you pump your brakes a little bit. And you point out the person's imperfection and give them that opportunity. You don't handle me in the same manner I handle you. So what's coming is that I can't rock with you the same way until you show your assertiveness with me as I show it with you. It got to go on both ends in order to have balance, in order to have peace in all situations and relationships. So assert yourself, whether it's in on good terms or bad terms. Just put in the work. You got to put in the work. You have to put in the work that you want more. And you have to stop being satisfied and be dissatisfied that you may grind even harder and produce even more. So, dear family, part 2. I'm going to do one more part. I wanted to get across. It wasn't really... I'm going to do one more part to this, and it's going to be even more powerful. Something just came to mind, but I don't have time. Y'all be blessed this morning. It's your cousin Pete from the B. I'm going to do it. I do podcasts because I enjoy them. I ain't scared. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Whatever I have, I'm going to give it to the people. You feel me? Peace out.